Welcome back. It's day 3 and today we're going to finish this guy up. So I'm going to show you how to put everything together, how to make his face, how to add the hat, the scarf, all the things, and we're going to finish up this cute little snowman. So now we get to make him so cute. This is where the magic happens. You can do this in any order that you want, but basically this is the snowman body. And he's done. So now we're going to add the scarf, and I just fold that over and tie the knot. And you can tie it in a knot, you can just do one, however you want to do it. And I kind of just like to manipulate it so that the edges, the raw edges, go on the inside. The great thing about polar fleece is it doesn't fray. So you've got the scarf around there. Just pay attention to where this seam is. You always want that seam to just be in the back. So then what I do is I use my fingers and I match up the seam of the hat to keep that in the back, and you put the hat on. I always put the hat on prior to adding the face. I don't glue it on yet, but it kind of gives me a good idea of where everything is at. I'm lining up my seams, making sure that's all in the back, and I know that that's in the middle. So now I'm going to do the nose. And so what I do is you want the seam from where you sewed the felt together facing down, and I put the nose kind of right in the middle of his face. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue inside the nose, and then you just want a little bit sticking out, just like that, okay? And we're just going to plop it on his face, that seam side down, and let that dry. Next, I'm going to grab, I've got some beads that I'm going to use for the eyes. You can use beads or buttons, whatever you want to grab. Beads, these are all so like different like shapes and sizes. Like some are thicker, some are skinnier. I try to grab two that are a little bit more uniform. And again, I like to use an embroidery floss. 2 strands is plenty. I always cut the floss way longer than what I need. All right, just thread your needle there. Make sure your beads fit on your needle as well. And then tie a knot on one end. Sometimes you might want to do a double knot depending on how big your needle is. Okay, so then I'm going to trim off as close to the knot as I can, because you don't want that excess thread sticking out. So then what I do, because I like to visualize where those eyes are going to be, so I look at his little nose and I pop this in where I want one eye to be, and I pop it out where I want the other eye to be. And I kind of can tell just by looking at that needle if I'm happy with the placement. Like the eyes aren't too far apart. You don't have one like they're straight across from each other. So that's how I decide where the eyes are going to go. And then I put one bead on, pull it through. Okay, so that even gives you a better idea of placement. You want to make sure the eyes are cute. The eyes make the whole face. So go back in right next to that hole and come right out right next to your knot. Whoops. Pull it just a little tight. Okay, you want it to just gather in just a little bit. The nice thing is it's just kind of, the felt just grips everything. Now put your other bead on and then go right back through again. Come right out the other eye. This secures the eyes in place, and then the second bead hides that knot. So I go back and forth just a couple of times so that the eyes are secure. And that is why I say these are not toys for kids, because I mean they wouldn't necessarily choke on these beads. They're pretty tiny, but better to be safe than sorry. Okay, and then once you're happy with the eyes, what I do, because you want to knot this, I basically go around like I'm creating a knot here, and I hold on to the bead to pull the thread. So the knot ended up under the eye. And then if I have any loose threads, I just tuck that up underneath there. Okay. So then what I like to do is really play with the hat, make sure I'm happy with the placement of everything. I will use a little blush, like actual powder blush, in a tiny little brush to put a little blush on the cheeks. And then I add some buttons. What do we want to do for buttons? I always just take out my buttons and play around and see what colors I like. You could do contrasting colors. You can get fun snowflake buttons. I've got these cute little floral. Oh, that's cute. Do I have two? That's always the trick. Do I have two of the same button? They don't have to be exactly the same. Oh, that's kind of fun, isn't it? I'm going to do that. So I decide where I want the buttons. And then you can sew them on. It's a little tricky because his body is full of stuffing. I just use hot glue. Hot glue them into place. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. Okay, so the nose is on there, the buttons. Then I glue the hat on. Just because of how we made the hat and there's that hole in the top, you don't want anything to come off or pull apart. So what I do is once I'm happy with the placement, I look at the distance from the eyes. I just look at how it's framing the face and everything, making sure my seams have lined up in the back. And I fold this up just a little bit, okay? Making sure I'm not moving the hat. I just folded that open. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of hot glue. Be careful here because it's hot glue, you know? And just press that there, and then I just go around and add a little bit of glue at a time and lay it back down. So I'm not moving the hat. It's not right on the edge. It's up inside the brim, so it's not at all visible. And it's glued all the way around. So you don't need to worry about that hole at the top or anything else. Let that dry. You don't need a lot of hot glue because you don't want it seeping through. You just need a little bit, and that's also why we double this layer. And you can do the same thing if you use Sherpa or whatever you use for that hat brim. Oh my gosh, he's just so cute. Oh, he's gonna go in my house. All right. You guys, that's it. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek into the Sewing Squad. Now, our membership is currently open. It's a great time for you to join because not only do you get access to these cute snowman patterns, you get access to all of the patterns we have in there, which is over 30 right now. And we're gonna have some more patterns being released every single month. And we have classes together. And it's just a wonderful community. And it doesn't matter if you just started your sewing journey or if you've been sewing for 30 or more years. There's a wide variety of amazing people inside the Sewing Squad. We have a beautiful community. Everyone is so friendly and kind. There is no judgment. There are no quilt police allowed. We just have fun and we make things together. And I would love to have you join us. So head over to the description, check out the link to the Sewing Squad, check it out, join us, and let's make some really fun things together.